Yes, sir. You already know what time it is, man. We're back here to serve some more game on the ground from Hunger Hounds. We just got the pound and are ready for the next round. So, with that being said, make sure to grab your snacks, your drinks, whatever the case may be, because we finna jump right into this episode, man. In this episode, this title, this slide, this topic, whatever you want to call it, worry about yourself. And the reason why I say that is because a lot of people find the time to sit around and worry about everything else that's going on out there in the world. A lot of people sit around and find the time to worry about what other celebrities got going on or what's going on in other countries, what's going on around the world, and this, that, and the third, what it do. But they never somehow find the time to worry about themselves and what they got going on. You know, they get so caught up in all the stuff in the world that it becomes their reality. It becomes their world. It becomes their life, so to speak, which is to just sit there and gossip and speak about, oh, did you see what happened over there on the other side of the world? And there's nothing productive that comes from it. There's nothing productive that comes from gossiping about what's going on the other side of the world. There's nothing productive that comes from gossiping about what happened in a different country or what somebody else said or what another celebrity's got going on. There's nothing productive that comes from that. So when I hear people that try to come up to me and talk to me about, you know, what's going on the other side of the world, what happened in a different country, who said what celebrity said this, or which UFC fighter allegedly did that, and it's just like there's nothing productive coming from it. So why are you trying to talk to me about it? At the end of the day, um, there is nothing that can benefit you or me talking about this topic. So why are you trying to talk to me about it? Are you bored? Do you have nothing to do? Like, come on now. So a lot of times people who have nothing going on for themselves in their lives, that's what they get wrapped up in. People who don't know how to make their time productive for themselves and or for other people who might need their assistance with something, that's what they get caught up in. That's what they get all wrapped up in. And it becomes this never-ending cycle of getting on social media, scrolling up and down, looking for things to laugh at, looking for things to talk about, looking for things to repost and share and send to their friends and their memes and this and that. And that is a very boring, very sad life because there's nothing to come from it. There is nothing to come from it, nothing to gain from it. You sit around and you giggle when you send a meme to somebody, cool, what's next? You sit around and laugh whenever somebody sends you a meme, cool, what's next? There's nothing fun in that. There's nothing productive in that. There's nothing good that comes from that. It's boring, and you get nothing from it. And there's a lot of people in the world today who are glued to their phones living that kind of lifestyle, glued to their computer screens living that kind of lifestyle. They've let themselves go. They're eating hot Cheetos and Mountain Dew all the time. They don't go to the gym. They don't take care of themselves. They're not eating healthy. They're not eating properly. They're consuming too much sugar, and next thing you know, they weigh 3,000 psi. You can't make it up. And it'd be the same people that sit there and try to tell you what you should or shouldn't do with your own life. How you should or shouldn't work out in the gym. How you should or shouldn't, why you should or shouldn't go outside and touch grass. You can't make it up. So whenever you have somebody like that tries to talk to you, you just gotta keep on trucking. Just do what you do and keep on going. Ignore them because they clearly don't know what they're talking about. They clearly don't know what they're talking about. What's good, Ash? If you want to become a more productive person, if you want to learn how to become more productive, if you want to learn how to become a better human being, you need to be around those people who are more productive than you. You need to be around those people who are better human beings than you are so you can learn from them and adapt their habits, the things that they do on a day-to-day basis. Study them, watch them, take notes, do whatever it is you need to do. So, and this is what I'm going to do because I don't remember asking. But you need to study them, you need to hang around them, you need to follow them, you need to do whatever you can to be amongst them so you can start adopting their habits. And once you do that, you'll find yourself being more productive. You'll find yourself having less and less time for the bull crap that goes on out there in the world. You'll find yourself getting more things done and feeling more fulfilled on the inside versus just sitting there feeling like a flower that's just withering away by the minute, sending memes to your friends. You're like uh, somebody who's laying in a hospital bed and their body is just decaying by the minute. You just more and more they lay there, you can see their skeletal shape. That's what people are like whenever they sit around and live that kind of lifestyle. Just sending memes back and forth and giggling and doing nothing good. You can't be like that. That you're not gonna get anything. You're not gonna get anything. So yeah, man. With that being said, don't live a life like that. Don't live a life full of degeneracy. You should be wanting to do something great. You should be wanting to. You should be striving towards doing something great. You should be striving to becoming greatness. Becoming somebody in greatness. Otherwise, you're never going to amount to anything. Otherwise, you're never going to accomplish anything. If all you're striving to do is wake up every day and scroll on social media, there's nothing that's going to happen. I used to be that same way. I used to be the person that I could not wait to wake up the next day just to get on TikTok or Twitter, especially Twitter, knowing all the degeneracy that was going on there. I used to be one of those people that sat around and first thing they did when they woke up was open up Twitter to see what type of degeneracy I could look at. But you'll realize quickly that the more that you wait to take action, the quicker your life is going and everything around you is going to wither away. Your relationships, your money, your job, your internal self, everything about you and around you is going to wither and deteriorate if you live that kind of lifestyle. So, wake up. Start by going to the gym. Start by eating healthier. Start by doing what you're supposed to do. Don't get on social media nearly as much. Don't sit around and partake in degenerate habits, degenerate things as much. And do what you're supposed to do. Now, you can reward yourself at the end of the day having a little bit of time to get on social media after you have done everything that you're supposed to do to become a better person every day. But if you haven't done what you're supposed to do, then why are you scrolling? Why are you sitting around not doing anything? Do what you're supposed to do first, and then reward yourself. Don't get in that habit of rewarding yourself when you haven't done anything. Because then you're going to start thinking that the whole world is going to owe you something. The whole world should reward you with something when that's not the case. That's cap. That ain't facts. The world don't owe you nothing. The world ain't going to reward you with anything. You got to get that and earn that yourself. So with that being said, make sure to share with your friends, your families, mummies, aunties, or grannies, and everybody else that y'all know. I'm finna get up and out of here. I'm about to be on live on YouTube in a little bit. The link is in my bio. Y'all can go tap that, subscribe, hit the post notifications so you can get notified anytime I go live and or upload a video over there. And with that being said, I'm out. Deuces.